Alright guys, so I almost blew up today. Alright, no, that's a lie. I'm just trying to get your attention so that you could understand and maybe try to empathize with you just a little bit. I am saying though that I could have had a much worse day today. I did pretty much almost lose it all, but I was able to make it back. So let's get into it. What happened, how I was able to deal with it, and how we can learn from this. So guys, this is the first in a series of what I would like to call like a video journal. Obviously, journaling your traits is very important. Journaling your journey is very important so that you can not only learn but you can also make meaningful changes, right? I am also in the process of developing a journal app, so I feel like this is very fitting for what it is I'm trying to achieve. So I'm going to highlight the story for today, and then we'll kind of go from there. I will also put some screenshots or some screen grabs up on this side here so you can understand some context, right? So I did start with a loss. The first trade I took for today's date, I started with a loss, but I was able to take a little time and continue with some trades, right? Now I have a rule that once I take 2 losses in a row, all right, I have to stop trading for the day. That's with this method, I have to stop trading for the day. I was able to take some more trades and win and win and win, and that's good, right? Now obviously when you're winning, you're going to be high in emotions. You'd be a fool to believe that you are immune to your own emotions. It's not that we want to trade completely emotionless, but we want to be in control of the emotions that we are observing at this point in time. And that's what I feel is very important, right? I became aware of it, right? But I wasn't able really and truly to control it, and I'll tell you what happened, right? So I got overconfident, and this is what I'm going to show you here. I got overconfident, and I understand, I definitely understand when a trader gets overconfident. Is like, oh gosh, I just want to keep trading, I just want to keep winning, right? I ended up taking another loss, right? Because I took a loss earlier in the day, and then I got to start to make some wins, and then I took another loss. Now this one trade had 3 positions, and those 3 positions ended up being a loss of about $368 total, which is pretty much almost all the profits for the day, right? Now I realize this is where most traders tend to suffer, because what a lot of traders at this point will do is start to go mad, they start to go crazy and try to only trade their way back, right? Because I spent the entire day or the entire morning trying to make some money, and then all of a sudden this one trade that I took, that was it, I wipe out everything, right? But I'll tell you this, I took the loss because I am aware that I could make it back. I know that I'm confident in my abilities and I can make it back. And it's always better to take the small loss now so that you don't make a bad situation worse. Fast forward, price came into another high probability area, and if you understand anything about the way that I trade, obviously I use high probability trades or high probability scenarios to place trades on. All right, so I quickly reanalyze, and I was able to take another chance. Now at this point I am okay with having a red day. 1, because it happens, and 2, because I'm very much aware that it's not so much just based on pattern, but also heavily based on probability. Where I took the trade that had the loss prior was not high probability that it would win. It was a probability, but it wasn't high. This trade that I just recently took to make it back, possibly, was in a high probability area. And I took the trade. I think I had about 3 or 4 positions as it started to go up, and it ended up working out. And that's the beautiful thing with this method. This method allows for you to take advantage of opportunity and trading opportunities when they do arise, right? Now, what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is, had I not taken the loss where I took it, I could have made a much worse situation even worse, right? Because I'm not only taking a much bigger loss, but I'm also having to deal with the flood and overflow of emotions that God alone knows what I would have felt at that point. And again, I'm not immune to these emotions. I do, however, have a lot of control over them. You need to make sure that any trade you take, no matter how many positions, always ends in one of 4 scenarios: a small loss, a small win, break even, or a big win, right? It should never ever be a big loss, and that's kind of why I was able to do this. I am ending the day with a net positive of $650 balance, not balance, well, that's the net. right? $650. That's crazy, right? Even after $300 loss. Let that sink in. What I really want to make sure you understand is it's all in a day's work, right? For want of a better word, you're gonna have losses. How you deal with it is what actually makes you a trader, right? Personally speaking, I know that and there's a saying that goes that life is what happens to you. I would argue that trading is what happens to you and how you deal with it. Like I said, what I would say here is I do try to highlight all of the trades that I take, or most of them that I take, in the channel that I it's completely free. I'll post it right here now or somewhere. I'll post it right somewhere here, and it's completely free, no strings attached. I'm just going to be posting these trades. I like to talk with you guys. I like to explain. I love to explain things. I hope you understood this video. Subscribe if you want to see more, and let's keep moving forward. See you soon, guys. Peace out.